What's up my peeps, time for a brand new episode of WWE Mayhem, and in today's episode, you'll see me go through the Bret Hart event. To get Bret Hart, this was a tough event, especially in my case. Actually, ever since they announced Technician Week before it came in, I was like, yo, I'm in trouble for Technician Week because I don't have a 4-star Technician. I do have a 3-star, actually multiple 3-star Technicians. But the thing is, most of them are at level 0, not ranked up, and the only one that's leveled up and maxed out is Randy, who's, yeah, maxed out, but he's maxed out at the initial rank, which is not ranked up at all. So, went ahead and actually ranked up Randy, ranked him up bit by bit. I was like, yo, I don't want to spend too much, of my cash in the game on a 3-star, which I'm likely only going to use for, like, this event and maybe a couple of other events in the future, but not too much. But as I went through the event, man, of course, it got harder and harder. It was kind of like the Razor Ramon and Kevin Nash event, where you had to go through a certain difficulty to unlock the difficulty afterwards. So you had to go through beginner, normal, and superstar. And especially on Superstar, you were facing off against 4-star Superstars with really high stats. So I was like, alright, looks like I'll have to go ahead or I'm better off ranking up Randy and getting him to a proper level. Because if not, I'll have to use a lot of health packs and a lot of revives. I still used a bunch of health packs and revives, but I would have had to use more if I didn't go ahead and rank up and level up Randy. But anyways, went through it and you'll see some of the matches here. I do like that they added a variety of matches in there. I mean, there was even a couple Elimination Chamber matches, which I liked, so cool to see that. I don't think there was any ring toss matches as far as I recall, but cool with the Elimination Chamber matches, and there was some no DQ matches and of course tag team matches in there. Thankfully though, there wasn't any handicap matches. That's a good thing. But anyways, I completed the event, so for me, Technician Week is over, because as far as the rest of the events go, aside from this one and the Mayhem 3 and 4-star events, all the other ones I just didn't go ahead and complete. The rewards this week, and I've said this in the past couple of episodes, are pretty bad. Rewarding you with dumbbell keys and such in a very small amount for like the SmackDown and Raw events. This week, I didn't complete any Raw events or any SmackDown events. I just checked the SmackDown event just a couple minutes ago, and the rewards, the amount of keys that you get, are still pretty low. And the thing is, it's not like the drop rates for the loot cases are, all that great. It's not like you're getting, 3 and 4 stars. You're mostly getting 2 stars and sometimes 3 stars. So then to make the process to likely get a 2 or 3-star superstar even slower by reducing the keys, I don't get that. But anyways, hopefully you all got Bret Hart from the Bret Hart event. If you didn't, hopefully you do end up getting him before the event ends. I do like the look of 3-star Bret Hart, and I actually prefer 3-star Bret Hart, his look, over the 4-star Bret Hart look. The 4-star version has just a little, black heart on his singlet, while the 3-star has the heart logo, so that's why I prefer that look. But anyways, this is the second class-specific week. The first one was Brawler Week, and that was, a month back, maybe a bit more than that, and we got introduced to a brand new superstar, which was Booker T. We were able to get Booker T through an event, just like Bret, and we were also able to get him in Versus mode. Now, this time around, the second class-specific week, we get Bret Hart, another legend, another WWE Hall of Famer. And tomorrow, we get another class-specific week. It's going to be Wildcard Week. Now, unlike Technician Week, I'm not worried about this one. I'm actually looking forward to it because I'm set when it comes to Wildcard Superstars. I've got Kane, I've got Jericho, I've got Ric Flair as 4 stars. So I'm good to go when it comes to that. But what I'm looking forward to is finding out who the featured superstar is going to be. Which new superstar are we going to be able to get through Wildcard Week? They released a trailer or a video hyping up Wildcard Week, showing various Wildcard superstars in the game and their finishers, but the trailer or the video didn't show or didn't tell us who the featured superstar was going to be. It just let us know that it starts on May 14th. So I've been thinking ever since Wildcard Week was announced, I'm like, okay, who is the wildcard gonna be? Because when it came to Technician Week, we found out pretty quick that it was gonna be Bret Hart. For Wildcard Week though, they're keeping things quiet. They haven't mentioned anything, so it's going to be a surprise who it's going to be, if it is going to be someone. It would be disappointing if there is no featured superstar and it's just a wildcard week and you can't earn a brand new superstar in a class-specific week. Because personally, I prefer normal weeks where it's not class-specific, but the good thing about class-specific weeks is when they introduce these new superstars, like the past 2 times that they've done it, well, this time right now for Technician Week, and the previous time with Brawler Week, we've gotten the opportunity to get Booker T and Bret Hart brand new superstars right away from these events. So I'm both hoping and also thinking that we'd also get a brand new superstar with Wildcard Week, and I think that's really generally the idea that people have, is that with these class-specific weeks, we're going to get introduced to brand new superstars every single time. That superstar is going to be the featured superstar for that week. So I came up with a short little list of superstars that I think could be the brand new wildcard superstar, and the first one that popped into my mind was, try and guess who it is. I'll give you guys 5 seconds to put it in the comment section, please don't cheat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He has something in common with Booker T and Bret Hart. Alright, it's Roddy Piper. And here's why I thought of him right away. So the previous 2, featured superstars in those class-specific weeks were both legends, which Roddy Piper obviously is, and were both Hall of Famers, which Roddy Piper obviously is. And also, Roddy Piper would work as a wildcard superstar, so that's why he popped into my mind right away. But I was like, can they use Roddy Piper in the game? I'm not sure. So I'm thinking he is a good possibility. He could be that wildcard superstar, because just like the other superstars that were given out in events, Booker T, Bret Hart in their class-specific weeks, and not even just class-specific weeks, if you take a look, generally the superstars that they've given out in events, like right away, just for completing an event, they've given out Kevin Nash, legend, Scott Hall, legend, once again, Undertaker, obviously legend, once again. The only superstar that I can think of that they've given out that wasn't a legend was Elias, and that's it. Everybody else is a legend or the Hall of Fame or both. So I'm like, Roddy Piper would make sense. And then another superstar. Now this time around I was thinking maybe it's not a legend this time. Maybe they switch it out and they switch things around. What if it's a current superstar that's on the roster, Raw or SmackDown? That was like, maybe it's Drew McIntyre. What do you guys think about Drew McIntyre as far as this class goes? I'm thinking wildcard could work. I also think he could work as a brawler. That's the thing, and that's the reason he's not at the very top of my list. I was like, I could see it being maybe Drew McIntyre. Maybe he could work as a wild card. But then again, I could also see him as a brawler. That's the thing. I don't see him as a powerhouse, though. That's for sure. But yeah, I think he could work as either a wild card or a brawler superstar. And then I thought of another superstar as well, and that is Eric Young, who, of course, with Sanity, is part of the SmackDown roster. Although they haven't made their debut yet, it is official that he is part of the roster. And he, just from his gimmick alone, I could see being a wildcard. But the thing is, although he is officially part of the SmackDown roster, he just has to show up finally, he really, hasn't been featured on TV yet. So his chances of being a wildcard, I'd say, are lower than Drew McIntyre and definitely lower than Roddy Piper. And then I thought of the perfect superstar. I was like, yo, he would be a perfect wildcard for Wildcard Week. And you guys can probably tell who I'm talking about by the thumbnail of this video. I'm talking about Edge. Edge is a wildcard. He would fit that matches Edge. And I've seen a ton of people ask for Edge in the game. People, have wanted Edge for a while now, so he would make perfect sense. And here's the thing with Edge that would make him easy to put in compared to maybe other superstars. His moves are already in the game. The execution, that's pretty much the same thing as the Glorious DDT, so I wouldn't be surprised if they put the Glorious DDT animation, but with an Edge taunt afterwards. And as far as the spear goes, well, there's currently 2 spears in the game, although here's the thing, I'm not the biggest fan of recycled animations, like using the same animation for a move, but then you add in a different taunt. But I could see it happening. Like for instance, with Bret Hart and Sting, they've got the same exact sharpshooter animation, the only difference is the taunt afterwards. The good thing though about the spear, or at least the spear so far in the game, we've got 2, like I said, Roman Reigns and Goldberg's spear. They're different. They don't look the same, so maybe that's a good sign if they do add an Edge that he would get his own unique spear. I think that'd be good. But as far as the DDT goes, if they use the execution, I could see them using the same animation as the Glorious DDT, but adding in an edge taunt afterwards. But anyways, that's pretty much it as far as my guesses go. In the comment section, let me know who you'd like to see as the wildcard superstar that you can get through an event for wildcard week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button down below. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.